Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marcy. Thank you for clicking on that thumbnail. Always showing you guys some love. We are going to talk about my most complimented fragrances from men and from women. I have grouped them into categories. I've worn these fragrances over the past, I would say, year and a half, and they get more compliments from a specific gender, mainly men and women, some non-binary, but I work around a lot of women, and then on some days I work around a lot of men, or I'm around a lot of men when I travel. So I'll give you the fragrances that are specifically complimented by women on me and by men on me, and we'll group those into categories. Please continue to like, watch, follow, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow me over on Instagram. And if you are not subscribed, please click the notification bell as well. Please subscribe right now. Please don't let me have to tell you in the middle of the video, okay? Make sure you are subscribed, help the channel out, join the YouTube family, all of that. So the very first one we're going to start with that I get tons of compliments on by women. Yes, it has a similar nuance to B540, and this is by the House of ELECTIMUS, and this is TRAJAN. When I travel, I carry this fragrance. I've gone through 2 decants, so my bottle is slightly full, but every single time I wear this, the compliments are coming from women. There's blood orange in here. It's juicy, it's citrusy, it's fresh, it's airy, it's slightly sweetened, and women absolutely love this fragrance on me. I'm starting to think on me, even though women, we like a lot of sweet fragrances on ourselves, we love smelling airy, fresh, clean, slightly sweetened fragrances on everybody else. Because the ones that I have here today, that I've gotten the most compliments on from women, that is pretty much the scent profile of each and every one of these. Very feminine though as well. But anyway, y'all, TRAJAN just gives you that kind of that B540-esque type feel with some blood orange. It's sweetened, a little bit of cotton candy, citruses, but it's absolutely beautiful, airy, fresh, and it gives you a slight woodiness as well in the dry down, you guys. But like I said, women, you guys love this on me. Okay, I've never smelled TRAJAN on a man, but I have smelled it on one other woman, but I wear this a lot. Love it, get your nose on it. And tell me if you gotten compliments from women on TRAJAN or from men on TRAJAN down in the comments. So the next one I've gotten compliments on, one was bisexual, okay, and the others were feminine, and I've gotten multiple, at least 10 compliments on this fragrance. One said it was intoxicating, and this is by the House of MEMO Paris, and this is MADURAI. One person told me, oh, you smell really good, and then another person recently told me, you smell absolutely amazing, and they said, you really smell like a woman. So I kind of took offense to that in the beginning. I'm like, so I smell like, no, they said I smell like a lady. That's what she said. She was like, you really smell like a lady. I'm like, I smell like an old lady? Like what kind of lady? Okay. She said, no, it smells really feminine. She said it's sexy. So maybe it's the jasmine in here that's really attracting women, because you know jasmine is an absolute love note. So the peachy jasmine, warm spiciness from the turmeric, slight woodiness or creaminess from the sandalwood in this fragrance is absolutely loved by most women. This is MADURAI by the House of MEMO Paris. Get your nose on it. But I love it, you know. But it literally smells like a whole lady, a feminine lady, an elegant lady, a classy lady, you know, all of that. Get your nose on this fragrance. The next one I get tons of compliments on by women is C Fiore Intense. Not C Fiore Intense, C Fiore too, but this is Giorgio Armani C Intense, you guys, not Fiore. This is juicy black currant, a little rose, a little patchouli, but I think women, because there's another fragrance here as well, they're loving that juicy black currant, blackberry scent, you know? But this is absolutely amazing. And a lot of women don't like patchouli, but they absolutely love C. I keep wanting to say C Fiore, but they love C Intense by the House of Armani. But this leaves an amazing sillage, an amazing trail. It's juicy, it's sweet, it's airy, it's fresh and slightly floral. Get your nose on it. Most amazing all year long. And I absolutely love it. And you see there's a little bit of a dent in this fragrance because I wear this fragrance a lot to work. It's not offensive. It's beautiful. And I get tons of compliments. There's another one with a beautiful black currant floral fruity note inside as well. And this is TRESOR La Nuit. Love the intense, love the a la folie, but this baby right here, and this one has a little bit of a heavier patchouli note, but the patchouli is really smooth and creamy. But the opening of this fragrance is so juicy, it's mouth-watering, and I absolutely love it. If you love a black currant, blackberry note in your fragrances with a slight citrusy note and super juicy, this one you can wear 365 days a year, all year long. You definitely need to get your nose on this fragrance. If I ran out of this, if it's still being marketed, I would definitely repurchase this. I love it. It's been sitting for about 4 years, but y'all, it's rich and it's juicy and it's so mouth-watering. And y'all, when I walk through, a couple times when I wear this to work and I walk through, I mean, let me tell you, when I walked through, I'll tell you this part first. They were like, oh, Mars, what do you have on? And then people were just like turning their heads, smelling me, women, you know, but it's absolutely amazing, compliment getting. And can I tell you, this lasted 13 hours on my skin. I did spray it 12 times, but when I tell you I started sweating and it went nowhere, 14 hours on my skin until I came home and took a shower and I took this off. But in the opening, you don't even have to spray that much. If your TRESOR La Nuit has been sitting maybe 6 times, and it's going to last you all day long, you guys. This is some good stuff, okay? Get your nose on it. A la folie is even better, and I love it because of the vanilla in there, the bourbon vanilla. The next one, it's pretty clean, and I wear it to work a lot. So compliment getting. And this is by women for the most part. But men love this fragrance as well. Like a guy, I actually gave this fragrance to for him to purchase for himself, not even his girlfriend. And this is Chanel Chance, and this is the EDT. It's soapy, it's clean, it's fresh, you know. Slightly floral. It's real woody, but woody, soapy, clean, and fresh. But I absolutely love it. And I think this is the perfect work scent. And it's compliment getting, and it lasts for at least 8 to 10 hours, you guys. And this is Chanel Chance Eau Fresh. And this is the EDT. I heard they came out with a new EDP. I got to get my nose on it. I'm actually may go smell that one today, you guys. Get your nose on it. Chanel Chance Eau Fresh. Another one that I get tons of compliments on. It's also giving Chanel, Coco Chanel Mademoiselle vibes, but it's a little more fresh, a little more airy, a little more peachy, not as citrusy and patchouli-ish. And this is When Flowers by Creed. Y'all, the women love this fragrance. When I travel, at work, on the streets, I get tons and tons of compliments by women. And this is Creed When Flowers. I love this stuff. It's really good. It's very ethereal. It's fresh. It's airy. It's almost intoxicating, not in a sexy way, but just more in an alluring way. Like you want to keep sniffing this bottle, y'all. It's beautiful. It's floral. It's fruity. It's absolutely stunning. Creed When Flowers. If I ran out of this, I would definitely buy it again. And it has amazing lasting power. 8 to 10 hours, y'all. Another one that I get compliments on by men and women. And like I said, I'll give you the 2 most complimented by the most at the end. Is Sunset Hour. The women love Sunset Hour the most, you guys. But every time I wear this fragrance, a lot of the doctors give me compliments. Tons of the nurses give me compliments. People are following behind me with Sunset Hour. There's that peachy, woody, airy freshness in this fragrance that's absolutely stunning. The sandalwood in here makes it very creamy and juicy. But that desert peach, it's creamy, you guys. Yeah, I love this stuff. If I ran out of this, I would definitely repurchase. I would spray it and let it sit because after 2 years of having this fragrance, it's amazing. Amazing performance, projection, all of that. And the sillage is beautiful. Get your nose on it. GOLDFIELD and Bank Sunset Hour. All right, let's go with the men, y'all, okay? So the very first one that I've gotten multiple compliments on by men at work for the most part, and then one I think at a grocery store, but every time I wear this to work, and one occasion it was the same guy. He complimented me at least 4 to 5 times. He said, "You're always wearing this fragrance to work." And then I finally told him what it was because he loves it so much. And then a couple other guys gave me compliments. I was like, "Ooh, I got to stop wearing this fragrance to work because these men are loving it way too much." And this is by this is by Wilhelm Perfumery, and this is Poets of Berlin. I don't know if it's the woodiness or the vanilla in here. It almost gives you like a lemony blueberry scent as well in this fragrance. There's bamboo shoots in here, but it's a slightly green, but I love it. And the men, they flock to this fragrance, you know? They want to stand close to me. It's juicy. You know, I love this stuff. It's intoxicating. Between this and Mango Skin, y'all, they're absolutely amazing. And they're my two favorites from the house, Mango Skin, and they're the most beast to me. Aside from, there's another one with a tuberose in there that I absolutely love. There's like marshmallow tuberose, white florals. I'm thinking about getting that one. I forgot the name of it off top. But Poets of Berlin and Mango Skin are my two favorite from the house. And men love it. The other one needs no introduction, hands down. Men love this fragrance. This is like, it's like hedione. It's like pheromones. It's a human attractor, you know, and men cannot get enough of this fragrance. Every time I wear it, I get compliments. I get, "What are you wearing?" I get, "You smell so sexy. You smell so intoxicating. You smell delicious. What is it?" And it is AMOUAGE Guidance, y'all. Oh my gosh. Guidance gives me so many compliments. Guidance and La Perla gives me so many compliments. I mentioned La Perla on the last video because it was in my intoxicating video, but this one, La Perla Possibilities, is compliment getting as well. But every time I wear this, y'all, there's a little bit of a dent in this fragrance. Men love it. Intoxicating. You know, I just literally have to walk away from the conversation, you guys. Get your nose on this. Guidance. It's very particular, not a safe blind buy, but the men, it's very particular for women, okay? But the men, they love this stuff, ladies. So y'all, get your nose on it. The next one I carry everywhere I go when I travel because men love it. I've been invited on dates. I've been asked for, you know, my hand in marriage in other countries. I've been made a whole 2 coffee pots, you know, tea, dinner behind this fragrance. Y'all, it's Middle Eastern smelling with a little bit of a westernized oud in there. There's no oud, but it smells like a westernized oud. And this is no other than KAYALI Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper. This is my second bottle. Y'all, when I tell you that the men, this is the sexiest fragrance probably in my collection, that the men, the boys, we don't want boys though, but even my grandson was like, "Oh, you smell so good." I was like, "Back up, okay, sit down, all right." The men, they love this fragrance, y'all. This man chased me down the street behind this fragrance, okay, and asked me out to dinner. So yeah, KAYALI Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper. Y'all, I fell in love with this the first time that I smelled it. I've been obsessed with it since then. I don't think I've gotten maybe one compliment from a woman when I asked somebody to sample it. She was like, "Oh, this smells really, really good." Actually, not even a compliment from me. She just said it smells really good. So not one woman has complimented me on this fragrance, you know, but men, I've gotten tons of compliments. Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper, y'all. Get your nose on this fragrance. You saw how my voice went a little lower. So yeah, that was the energy that I was getting from them. Okay. The next fragrance I get tons of compliments on is by EXNIHILO's, by the House of EXNIHILO. And this is Flora Narcisse. A little bit of a dent in there, y'all. But I have the X-Straight as well that I'm absolutely loving. And I will be rocking the X-Straight in the fall, winter. Okay. I'm reserving that for the fall, winter. And this one is for the summer, spring. You know, I can layer the two if I want, but that's how I'm going to rotate those fragrances. But y'all, it's fresh, airy, peony, orange blossom. It's sweet. It's almost pillowy. You know, it's luscious. It's given that feminine, sweet, soft energy, you guys. It's absolutely amazing. And men love this fragrance on me. And I've gotten tons of compliments. EXNIHILO's Flora Narcisse. Get your nose on this. Another one where I have been chased down the street by men is INITIO's Atomic Rose, y'all. It's atomic, okay? Men love Atomic Rose. I literally think men love fragrances with a note of pink pepper and akigala wood inside. That is why I think that fragrance, Blue Talisman by EXNIHILO, is definitely going to be a hit. And you need to get your nose on that fragrance because that pink pepper in there is warm, spicy. And I think that's why a lot of men like it, because I think they're going to love smelling it on women, because a lot of the fragrances that I've introduced my male counterparts to, they might say, oh, that's a little too feminine. But I feel that Blue Talisman is very feminine, not very feminine. I feel it's very feminine leaning, okay? But they love it. And they usually don't like feminine fragrances, but I think they're going to love it more on a woman, or they like smelling that pink pepper on women. So I think that's why they're loving the Blue Talisman as well. But anyway, there's pink pepper in here. There's rose, there's vanilla. It's slightly woody. It's warm, spicy. It's jammy, y'all. It's all of that. Get your nose on it. Atomic Rose is my favorite fragrance from the House of INITIO. I hate that this cap doesn't twist back on. I don't know what's wrong with it. But yeah, I love this, and I really wish I could see where I am. I know there should be like a little bit of a dent, but I love wearing this in the fall, winter, and it's absolutely amazing. It gives you those same vibes of, I guess, KAYALI Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper, because they both have pink pepper inside and rose and vanilla inside. But this one is not as sweet and it's not as vanillic, you guys. This one's a little more warm, spicy, and jammy, and I love it, you guys. Tons of compliments. One guy, he told me, he was like, why are you wearing this to work? You know, I actually didn't go to work. I wore it one day to work to take a physical. And he says, what is this that you're wearing? And I said, oh, it's perfume. You know, he was older. So, and then he said, what is this? It's, he was trying to figure out the non-offensive words of saying it because he didn't want to get in trouble. He couldn't say sexy. I'm at work. Okay. He's an employee. He couldn't say alluring. So he said, it's just, it's a woman. It's making you, you know, smell like an amazing woman. Y'all, it was the cutest thing. And I wanted to say, yes, sexy, spicy, alluring. You know, he was trying to explain himself in the most professional way, but it was hard for him to do that because the fragrance is absolutely sexy, you guys. Anyway, the next one I've worn multiple times, and a lot of the younger guys compliment me on this fragrance. It's by the House of Sillage. It's warm, it's airy, it's almondy. It gives you that airy plum. It's a fresh, airy, like not watery plum. Oops, sorry, I can't open this. But it's heliotrope, it's plum, it's fresh, it's airy, it's not rich. It's a little powdery. And men absolutely love, I think this is Love is in the Air, you guys. Actually, I grabbed the wrong one, but it's Love is in the Air. They both have the blue Swarovski crystals on it. But men love Love is in the Air, and it's an absolutely beautiful fragrance. And like I said, I get more compliments from men, younger men, on Love is in the Air than older men. The rest are like kind of like maybe 30s and above. But Love is in the Air, I've gotten compliments from like 20-year-olds on this fragrance, you all. Yes, and no, I'm not a cougar, okay? Anyway, you all, go on to the world, spread amazing, Sillage, do good, be good. And y'all, these are my most complimented fragrances. Oh, let me give you the two that I get the most compliments on from the same sex. And they're absolutely obsessing over this fragrance. And these are the two that give me the most compliments from the same sex, you guys. From both men and women, you guys. Equally complimented. Men and women love Creed Windflowers. Men and women love Sunset Hour. They're both intoxicated by these fragrances. Like I said, I get followed by men and women the most when I wear these fragrances. I don't know if it's because it's fresh, it's airy, it's juicy, but they leave the best sillage ever. So get your nose on these two fragrances, y'all. All right, go on to the world, spread amazing sillage, do good, be good, all of that. And get your nose. Tell me what's your most complimented fragrance down in the comments, or what are men flocking to and what are women flocking to when you wear it the most. All right, bye. Love you all. Make sure you're subscribed too, okay? Mwah.